I have the most popular minivan ever built. This is the 2024 Toyota Sienna Hybrid XSE, just behind me here in the all-wheel drive. We're going to review it and tell you why it's so special just ahead in this video. All right, check it out. This is the 2024 XSE all-wheel drive. You can get it in a front-wheel drive as well. Really the only difference from the front wheel to the all-wheel is that of the suspension. And also the XSE front wheel comes with a 20-inch black alloy wheel. And the all-wheel drive comes with an 18-inch black alloy wheel. Now, to note, one of the changes from 2023 to 2024 is that this wheel used to be chrome on the all-wheel drives. It is now changed to black. I applaud Toyota for that because I think they're really listening to the consumers. A lot of customers really liked the fact that the black alloy wheels coming standard on the XSE front-wheel drive, but they wanted to have the all-wheel drive setup. So here you go. Toyota gave you the best of both worlds. Couple other changes to note. There is no more pre-dawn gray. I believe with 2024 Sienna, the new Sienna gray is, if I'm not mistaken, cement gray. And also the anniversary edition is no longer. That's right. The 2023 Toyota Sienna had an XSE 25th anniversary model, which was basically like a dressed up, fancier rendition of the XSE Sienna. Now, touching on the pricing for this very hot looking Toyota Sienna minivan, and yes, this is the hottest looking minivan out there on the market, wouldn't you say? I mean, take a look at the lines and aesthetics here. This is a minivan, guys. Beautiful. No wonder it is so popular, high demand, and hard to get. The Canadian MSRP of this vehicle is $52,590 Canadian plus your freight, PDI, fees, and taxes. One quick thing before we go any further, do yourself a favor and subscribe to the best Toyota channel on YouTube. You're not going to want to miss all the cool content. And with regards to the Sienna Hybrid demand and why they're so hot and so popular, well, if you don't already know, it's one of the only minivans that you can get in so many different configurations while still having it in hybrid. For example, you can get it in an all-wheel drive, a front-wheel drive, a 7-passenger, an 8-passenger. You can get it with DVD systems, without the DVD systems. So definitely in high demand. Now, for starters, the Toyota Sienna was always a high demand minivan, even back in the day years ago before it was a hybrid only minivan. So now that it's hybrid only, you can only imagine the demand that we have. It's very hard to get orders filled. You can find yourself waiting quite a while for something like this. So if you can't wait and you need an alternative, I would strongly recommend or suggest the Grand Toyota Highlander as an alternative. Now, we'll get onto the interior in just a second, but one thing to note, it does come with these lovely roof rails, and it also does come with a power moonroof. If you want a panoramic moonroof, you're not going to be able to get one with the Toyota Sienna because the higher grades and higher models, like the XSE technology packages and the Limited, have a drop-down DVD mounted to the roof. So this is the most you would get for a power moonroof with Toyota on the Siennas. Now, it does have the kick sensor for the side power doors and also for the rear trunk. It's a full Softex interior seating, as you can see here. It's got a little bit of contrast and tone with regards to the finish and the styling of the seat. And I guess you can say that that's an orange piping or stitching throughout the interior seat, and it also follows through very nicely on a lot of the interior trims and even the dash console. Now this one is a 7-passenger configuration setup with the bucket seats or the captain chairs in the middle row. It does have the long slide rail system, so you can conveniently slide these seats all the way back or all the way forward to get passengers in and out. And you've got a 3-passenger bench for the very third row. Lots of space. Now, in terms of space, the next level down from this, if you can't get your hands on a Toyota Sienna hybrid, which I can imagine, yes, they are very difficult to obtain, the Grand Highlander is quite similar to the Sienna hybrid in terms of space. I would say the Grand Highlander does lack a little bit in the very third row when compared to that of the Sienna hybrid, but very, very close. Check out all the large storage areas here in the center console. You have more storage compartments here down below. You've got 2 nice sized cup holders over here. You've got 2 more here. And then you've got this massive, oversized center glove box here with 2 USBs. Now this Toyota Sienna, yes, it's hot, it's sporty, but it doesn't just look sporty, it is sporty, because when you go with the XSE trim, you're upgraded to Sport Tune suspension. Now, same like any XSE models for Toyota, whether you're talking about the Sienna, the Highlander, the Camry, it's got a little bit of a different front and rear fascia. Check out the Sport honeycomb style front grille here, unique to the XSE trim. And same goes for the rear of the vehicle. You got a little bit of a honeycomb style rear fascia towards the bottom bumper. You've also got the blacked out badges here saying Sienna, but you've got the chrome XSE and hybrid logos. Now here's one other area where I feel the Grand Highlander lacks a little bit, and that's with regards to cargo. It's quite similar on the Sienna to the Grand Highlander. However, you've got some depth here when you're using the third row for seating. You've got about an extra foot here in terms of storage compartment and storage space. And you can see here, these seats actually fold in quite easily. I did that with one hand. If you wanted to store it almost completely flat, or if you wanted to have it 60-40 split, or if you wanted to have all the seats down, you've got more storage for some longer items here in the rear of the cargo area. Look at the size of this very hot looking minivan. Lots of space. And under the hood, you've got a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, 245 horsepower hybrid engine, hybrid system with an eCVT transmission. Of course, this is the all-wheel drive, so you're going to be getting about 6.7 liters per 100 kilometer average, combining city and highway driving, and that translates to about 42 miles per gallon. And yes, of course, you do have the power driver's seat, and you also have a 4-way power passenger seat as well when you're going with the XSE trim. Now here you've got the smaller multi-information display system, which houses a lot of your benefits and customizations with regards to your Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. That's right. It is still a Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. Hopefully for 2025, we see some changes and some upgrades to the Toyota Safety Sense. It also does not feature the latest multimedia from Toyota, featuring wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, cloud-based navigation, and more. Now it is a leather-wrapped heated steering wheel. You can see here there's the function capability right there. You can disable or turn on the power function from your rear passenger and driver side sliding doors. That is your fuel gauge. That's your automatic high beams. And yes, you can turn on and off your traction control if you ever wanted to, but I suggest to leave it on as per its factory settings. You've got your power indicator bar over here on the left, letting you know what's going on with regards to your hybrid system. You've got your temperature, and then you've got your speedometer over to the right with your fuel gauge just below it. You can also toggle through a couple of different driving modes. You got your EV mode here, and just over here you can see you can toggle through sport mode, you can toggle back to eco mode, and then you can leave it just in the normal mode as it is from the factory. And yes, it does come with an automatic dimming rear view mirror with the garage door home link setup here, which is always good and useful to have. So to wrap things up, I really hope that the 25 Toyota Sienna Hybrid comes with an updated Toyota safety sense and perhaps the newer multimedia system. But other than that, this is a fantastic, hot looking minivan. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments below. We'll catch you in the next video, guys. Take care.